Continue, and in the previous video we finished the register user, so now we're going to be start dealing with the login functionalities, so the login user. And we can go to MongoDB, to the website, and we are gonna see courses and users, okay, to endpoints. As you can see, we have this password. This is not a plain text password, this is the hash password. Okay, so, and also if you have MongoDB Canvas, okay, so if you have installed it, so we can also connect from here. Okay, so let me see. I'm gonna go to test, and as you can see we have courses and users, and I have, I guess, let me make this one like that. I have the Bcryptjs user, okay, that's fine. And yeah, I have that. Let me delete that one. Okay, so I have these fields, the name, the email, and the password, okay, that's fine. So let's close that one. And we already finished with the register, okay, that's fine. So now we're gonna be dealing with the login user, which is pretty much similar. Okay, so we have the async, yeah. Okay, so we are gonna go right here. So okay, so it's gonna for me pretty much we are gonna the structure, the email and the password from the request body. So pretty much it does it automatically, pretty much with the autopilot. So we are the structure in the email and the password, because we are gonna log in. In order to log in, you need an email and a password, and we are getting that information from the request body. Okay, so, and now we're gonna create a variable, so the variable user, and we are gonna await. So we're gonna have the variable user, and we're gonna await. We are gonna wait for the model, and the model is user. Well, we have two models: the model course or courses. Let me see what it was. Yeah, model. Okay, so we have the model course and the model user. So this time we are using the model user, okay, and we're gonna find one. So we're gonna find one, and we're gonna find it by the email. Okay, so yeah, find one, and let me like that, and we're gonna find it by the email. Okay, so we have this variable user, and make sure that this is the model, so make sure that the capital U, so the first letter has to be capital. Okay, that, and the method find one, and we're gonna find it by the email. Okay, so now once we do that, we need to match the passwords. Okay, so so pretty much, so in previous video we pretty much follow the same procedure, the same structure. So pretty much this Visual Studio Code is thinking, that is the reason the autopilot can pretty much, if user, so let me see, if user, and pretty much this is the same, because every time you log in you need a user and an email. So pretty much this is not changing that much, so double ampersand. So if user, and now we're gonna, let me see, okay, like that. So yeah, like that. If user, and we are gonna away from Bcrypt, and Bcrypt has a method that is compare, and we're gonna compare the plain password. So we have two we have two arguments. So we have the plain password, and the second argument is the user, that password, that is the hash password. So pretty much this one, as you can see here. Okay, so we have that. If user m, we want to compare these passwords. Okay, so we have that. If this is gonna compare the plain text password with the hash password. And if we go into for example here, this would be my plain text password right now. Okay, so now it's gonna compare both the plain password with the hash password. So if that's true, then what we need to do is we're gonna respond with JSON. So we're gonna res that JSON, and let me see. So we're gonna have the user ID. Yeah, that's fine. We're gonna, let me see. We are gonna respond with JSON. That's fine. Save it. So let me see this one. If we're gonna raise that JSON, we're gonna have the user ID and name, and also we are gonna have in the email, or we can just copy. We just copy this whole thing. Let me just grab here. We're gonna grab this one and paste it here. So I wanna do the token, but we haven't get to that point yet. So this curly brace, let me see, this curly brace goes here. Okay, so and we need a parenthesis right here. Okay, so we have that. Save it. Okay, so we're gonna get the user ID, the username, and the email. Okay, so else, let me see, we have that, and let me see, what is that? Let me move this one a little bit here. And since I'm using the autopilot, so right now let me, if user, that's fine. So this one goes right here, this parenthesis goes here. Okay, this curly brace, it ends up here and it's taking this whole thing out. Login user, no, that shouldn't be, no, that should be, no, that should be right here, and then parentheses. So sometimes when we let it do the autopilot, okay, so this is the if statement. This, we open curly braces and we ended up here. Okay, so and this ending curly brace comes from it comes from here. It comes from the login user. Okay, so that's fine so far. So okay, so here, if we have the user ID, name, okay, that's that. Else, okay, else we're gonna throw an error. We're gonna pretty much throw an error of 400. Throw, let me see, like that. We can just leave it there. So throw new error, invalid credentials. That's fine, because your email and your password are credentials, so you can name it whatever you want, credentials, or I don't know, login information. So we have that. Let me see. So we have the rest that starts 400, and throw new error, and then we're gonna have the rest that JSON and message, and we don't need this one. Let me just delete this part. We don't need this JSON here. And also I deleted here as well. So let me, pretty much that. So we are done with the login user, and let's see right now what else. Let me see, let me double check. Everything looks fine. And now let's authenticate. Okay, so we are gonna go we can go to this. We can go to the Postman, and now we need to, in order to authenticate, we need to go to this endpoint. So 5000, or let me just move to another one. So maybe right here, this is a get method. So we go to the endpoint users slash, and we are going into the login, obviously, to the login. And let me see, so login like that, and now we're gonna go into the body, and we're gonna have the form URL encoded. And now here we're gonna have email and password, and let me see, it was bcryptjs@gmail.com, and then the password 1234. Okay, so let's see and make sure that this is running. So control tilde, is running. So let's send it. Let me see what we have here. What else? I mean this is a post method, because this is the post method. So let's send it. As you can see here, we are able to log in. Okay, so we have the ID, that is the Bcryptjs, we have the name Bcryptjs, and the email. Okay, so in this comes, you can check it out here in the MongoDB Atlas in your computer, tablet, whatever, or if you have the MongoDB Compass installed. So we have that, and let me see, we can add a new one just for the sake of that. So we can have users, and there should be login. So it'll be users. Okay, this time we are gonna have the email. Let me just put it Bcryptjs, or I don't know what is math Bcryptjs, whatever. Okay, so, and the password is gonna be the same. So let's see if we can create this one. We can register this user. Okay, so but we need a name here. So let me put a name here. So name, let me see, Bcryptjs math. Okay, Bcryptjs math, and let's send it. Okay, and 201 created. So Bcryptjs math, email Bcryptjs math Bcryptjs @gmail. So if we go into courses, users, now we should have two users. So Bcryptjs, that's fine, and then the Bcryptjs math. Okay, that's fine. Here we are, the method that we're using obviously is the post method. We go API/users only. Okay, so but in order to register, we need to go to pretty much to register, to log in. This is for registration, but for login we need to add login like that, and we can do it in this tab here. Let me see, we can do it in this tab, and it's gonna be let me see, let me put it right here. So let me just grab it, let me move, or let's just open another tab so we don't get confused. So, and make sure it's a post method. Okay, so API users/login, and now we go into the body URL encoded. Okay, and we just need the email and the password. So the email and the password. The email, it was what it was. So let me see, copy this one and paste it here, and the password 1234. Okay, so just to So I'm opening a new tab so you can see that this is different. So let me send it, and yeah, we are getting the ID, the name, and the email, as you can see. So we are able to register, and now we are able to log in with those credentials.